Well, we see that with the local media. They're part of the corporate media now. McClatchy almost defaulted on its debt this last week, and reporting jobs are being outsourced to India. Anybody who can speak English can do reporting now, or graphics and things like that.
Even people over in Asia who are covering local city council meetings.
That's what we projected about 6 years ago. They're actually doing that now. Yeah. That's amazing. This is our corporate entity, and this is Cable's. They call it Cable's sucker stock, Charter Cable. Business Week did this. It was unusual. They actually reported about what was happening here. That Charter Cable, and this is something we really actually need help on, is that we reported about what Charter was doing, and then Charter, because it's public access television, took us off the air because they made a rule. They kind of got heavily involved in the politics of our nonprofit, and they made a rule that said you can't talk about Charter on Charter television, and they didn't want to. They didn't want us talking about it, and they actually banned us and banned my wife and daughter from being able to report what's happening. And we still can't get back on to talk about Charter. What's your message?
So how do you reach the people?
We have to go through other people. We take this material and we can give it to other producers, and they can put it on the air. But we're still not allowed to have our own shows on local television in San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara County.
Well, the municipalities have the contract with Charter, right?
That's right.
And they're up for renewal every few years.
Yes.
And that's where you got to get at it.
Yeah, and we're actually having a hearing coming up, but we're not getting much response because I think it's. Yeah, go ahead.
You get on public access TV? Here?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, well, that's one way.
Well, that's why we're banned. That's what we're banned from.
Oh, you were public access?
Yes, we were. You ever hear of anybody, cable company, banning people's shows?
Not public access TV, because they're supposed to provide that, and then the facilities and the budget, and then stay clear of it.
Yes, that's right. They're not supposed to get involved in our elections and things like that. They got the former public access director and current volunteer to be elected to our board, but now they did that as they banned people. And unfortunately, they picked on the minority producers first and called them fake producers, that their shows should be pulled off, because in this area, I think they figured nobody would defend them. And my wife and daughter stood up to them, so they went after them then. And it's been very hard on us emotionally, our health and other things.
Well, you certainly hasn't depressed your enthusiasm.
No, well, I'm with you. Your inspiration.
You need a lawyer.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're looking for. Do you have anybody in terms of your organizations that you've worked with that deal with free press and independent media or discrimination, things like that? Who could we talk to?
Well, you should talk to Professor Robert Felmuth at University of San Diego Law School. He usually knows people around the state because he runs a big children's advocacy group.